Namaste beautiful souls, my name's Vanessa J and I'm here to give you a video on the full moon in Cancer. So this is the last full moon of the year and I'm really excited to share this sort of reading with you guys because this is like sort of wrapping up what an intense year has been for us. I kind of feel like we're all because I saw a vision before I started this and I saw like a golden bridge and it was going from this side to the other side, and it was kind of like we're leaving 2018 and going into 2019. So when we're actually going over the bridge, and gold means protection as well as a quote, I'm really resonating with ascension with this. And with the gold that I'm seeing in 2019, I'm seeing like a new village, I'm seeing like a new environment, a new home, maybe there's some new friends, and that's where I kind of feel like we're heading next year. I feel like we're really stepping into a new you, a new environment, maybe a new relationship. All these things are really starting to, I suppose, I just feel in new beginnings, like things are just going to be happening that's very new like. So 2018 was kind of like this, heavy sort of, intense healing, shadow work. But now 2019, I feel like we're just through that work is where the new beginnings is going to come. So I'm going to get straight into the message and I'm going to talk about the bottom of the deck first because they're kind of guiding me through that. So the bottom of the deck, we have energy work. We have courage, and we have don't compromise. So I'm kind of feeling like through this village, I feel like this is where we're going to be working with village. It's like through all the work that we have done, all the work that sort of we've gone through this year, this full moon is kind of make us, step into a new kind of relationship with ourselves and to other people. I keep hearing family dynamic, and it's kind of interesting because Cancer is very to do with, emotions, love, unconditional love, family dynamics, sensitivity, relationships in general. And coming into this Cancer sort of energy, I'm kind of feeling like we are stepping into like new people. We are stepping into new dynamics, and it's like the new is the big thing at the moment, excuse me, because that's where I feel like it's really heading. So through all the work that we've done, all these energetic shifts and downloads and timelines, everything we've gone through this year, we are walking onto this golden bridge and we're walking onto this kind of like, new path, right? And when we sort of, it's like we learned all the tools, we've learned all these practices, we've learned all these teachings, and now we're going to bring that into the new village and bringing all those, knowledge, wisdom, all these downloads, everything we've gone through, we're bringing that all into the village as well. So when you bring sort of, I suppose, a backpack, it's like bringing a tent over to a new place. We kind of have to adjust, and sometimes because of these teachings and practices and everything you've learnt this year, we're bringing that into this new environment, which can take a little while to adjust to the new beginnings that come through. So when you do bring that stuff into a new environment, I'm feeling friendships and relationships are starting to blossom in the next 4 weeks, guys. Very strong feeling on that. I feel like through all these teachings that we've learned, everything we've gone through, and knowing that I know that we're going to be meeting new friends or new relationships, we cannot forget what we learnt. Yeah, we cannot forget that. And we cannot sort of compromise and I suppose kind of think, oh, okay, I'm with a partner now, so everything I've learnt about my healing and journey, I'll just pretend I didn't learn that. Because that's where I feel like it's telling me, it's taking me, it's like reminding me to let you guys know that don't ever forget what you've learnt this year. Because, obviously the full moon will be in January next year. It will run till then. We want to make sure that we're still implementing the practices that we've learnt, the spiritual tools, the rituals, all the manifestations, everything we've learnt, it will start to come to fruition. But we also, because I feel like a lot of us may be getting into union, or there's new friendships, or like maybe there's like a new person or new friend or someone that you meet that's quite a new feeling. Don't ever forget the practices that you've learned. Like, that's the really strong message right there. We cannot forget the things that we've learned, because otherwise it's kind of like we're not going backwards. We're never going backwards in life, but it's like you're kind of, you know, once you're awakened to this side of spirituality, and if you're drawn to my channel, you know that you're on this healing journey. Maybe you're really interested in healing, or you're ready to heal wounds or karma or past lives or whatever's sort of coming up for you. Just know that this is a lifetime sort of commitment. You know, these things that you do learn, you always need to bring that into your life. You always need to keep doing that, because once you stop, guys, it's like going to the gym. Once you stop at the gym, you lose your muscle mass, maybe you're a bit unfit, and then when you get back into it, it's kind of a quick sort of like, oh yeah, I've got my muscle memory back, I get fit quickly. But we don't want to get to that point where we have to start again. And that's where I feel like it's really strong message for this week, or the next 4 weeks, sorry, because we cannot forget where we've come from, and we cannot forget how much we've learnt, because that's what's going to make us keep going in the spiritual journey, and that's what's going to make us grow so much more in our spirituality. So that is the underlining energy. You cannot forget where you've started, and you cannot forget what you've learnt this year, because as I said, we're going to be having a lot of new people, new people coming into our lives, maybe twin flame unions, maybe new friendships, maybe a new job. Something new is going to shake, sort of, in a way it does, because it's like we don't want to adjust to that, to like, we have to kind of adjust our things that we've learnt to these people. And some people just don't really want to do that. They think, oh well, they live like this, or I'm in union now so I don't need to do the work. It's definitely not what they're saying. So don't feel like you have to lose yourself when you get into these relationships and friendships. So the first lot of cards we've got, awesome. We've got ask. I'll come down here so you guys can see. We've got seeking and finding. We've got commitment. Now, this is very interesting. I'm feeling very twin flame sort of energy. For some of us, I'm now seeing a vision of us kind of grabbing a shovel and going into the ground and sort of scooping up all this dirt. I feel like we're scooping up this kind of, I'm feeling like a rebirth feeling, And I feel like we're scooping up, like, I suppose a coffin. I know that sounds very like deep and heavy, but that's what I'm seeing right now. And the way I interpret graveyards, you know, deaths, anything like that, is to do with rebirth. And rebirth is essentially your soul being shredded into a new layer of higher consciousness, So a lot of us are trying to find ourselves, and we're trying to figure out how it's going to happen, and we're getting like this overwhelming pressure of like, I need to know it all. And really what they're telling to me now is that you need to commit to yourself. You needed to commit to your journey, and whatever happens from that will happen. You know, ask. Make sure we're asking, guys. Sometimes some of us think that we should just know when things are going to happen, The angels and guides will not essentially help make a drastic sign or do something drastic for you unless you ask for it, When you ask for a sign, when you ask for some help, you'll be surprised whether someone comes to you and asks for help, or, you know, an opportunity comes up for you, or maybe you see a feather or angel numbers or something that will reassure that you're on the right track, or what sort of track, or you're going to take a new direction. So with this vision I'm seeing at the moment, it's like a lot of us still need to be kind of, I suppose, we're finding ourselves. We're still trying to figure out who's in that coffin, which is essentially ourselves. And in order to get to that coffin, we need to learn more about ourselves. We need to kind of go through the dirt to get there. And that's where it's kind of leading me. It's like, how committed are you to your journey? Because this isn't about romantic love. This isn't about trying to be like this spiritual guru and like teach people, like, get all woo. This isn't about that, guys. This is about self-love, self-acceptance, the way you treat other people, kindness in the world. all these factors is what makes spirituality, you know, kind of successful in some way. Yeah. So know that you need to just ask to get somewhere. Yeah. Don't forget to ask, and know that through asking is how you find out more about your soul. Trying to connect to your higher self in meditations. Just get to a place where you truly feel silent and connected, because that is spirituality, and that's how you're going to grow dramatically in your journey. So the next lot of cards, cool. So we've got play, we have emotions, and we have sweetness. So it's kind of beautiful, because the first lot of cards, it's like, how committed are you? You know, ask, like, see yourself scooping all that dirt up, because that's how we unravel. That's how we understand ourselves. This is kind of like, don't put pressure on yourself, yeah? Allow yourself to have fun, guys. We're in holiday season right now. This is a time where we can sit back, relax, you know, go to the beach, like do things that are quite enjoyable. So even though we're making this sort of commitment to ourselves and our journey, that we know what we're in for, we're ready to find ourselves, we're ready to unravel, we're ready to see what's inside of this human body, it's also kind of important to enjoy the human body in terms of not having to always unravel, more enjoying and acceptance. And I'm very big on acceptance and obviously forgiveness as well, because like that is truly how you heal on a deeper level. So with this play, these emotions, this sweetness, this is like a soft energy I feel. I'm feeling a sense of softness, a childlike sort of feelings, and also kind of just like, just take a break. Yeah, listen to your emotions, listen to the dialogue that's within you, and listen to what noises are coming inside, what sort of is screaming that you need to do, and what's something that you need to relax on. Yeah, this is a very internal sort of process, but also just see kind of like sweet. What do we think of sweet? We think of like, I feel like fruit and, you know, beach. And when I think of sweetness, I think of like inner childness, like really gentle, soft. And that's where it comes to the inner child plainness. So these 4 weeks, yeah, we want to work hard. Yeah, we want to find ourselves. Yeah, we want to go into this new beginnings energy and meet these people and grow and heal and transform. Yes, we want that, and don't worry, when you do the work, it will always happen. But it's important we enjoy where we're at the moment. It's important that we listen to that dialogue, listen to that little voice inside, because that's how you're going to move in the direction you're meant to. If you truly feel like you need like a couple of weeks and just to sit down and enjoy Christmas, be around family, friends, and that's what you just feel like your spirituality is, that is fine, because that's your spirituality. There's no like spirituality where you have to go into the mountains or sit in a meditative state for 10 hours straight. That can be some people's spirituality, but some other people's spirituality is simply going out, hanging out with friends and like being connected and talking about really cool topics that you're interested in. Everyone's spirituality is based on love, kindness, acceptance, forgiving, and releasing obviously emotions or resentment towards others. So some people can express that in totally different ways. So this is like about getting in touch to that essence, that soul, that little person that you used to be, and what did he or she like? Where do you want to do? Do you want to have fun? Do you want to go for a run? Do you want to do something that's gonna fulfill that little girl or boy? Yeah. So it's really important that we do pay attention to those little signals the next 4 weeks. So the final looks of the cards, oh my god, guys. We have life purpose. Oh my god. This is just so connected on so many levels. Leaving. And we have confidence. So as I said, guys, we're going through big shifts at the moment. You know, we have on Friday we had this big sort of shift in global consciousness, but also, you know, we're in this full moon Cancer, and then we've got next year we've got this new energy, and it's 2019, and then 2020 is like the biggest the biggest year for twin flames and everything. So we're going to let us sort of build up energy, I'm feeling. And through this kind of wrapping up 2018, we are leaving the past behind. We are leaving, I suppose, as I said, I saw the bridge. So it's like we are leaving 2018 and we're going completely in 2019. I'm kind of feeling like 2018 for a lot of us was kind of like we had to do the work and we had to kind of be really strong-minded with that. We had to grow, we had to personal growth, spiritual growth. We had to kind of do that. And 2019, as I said earlier, it was like this new beginnings. It's like we brought the tools and practices we learnt and we implemented that into our new village. I kind of keep seeing the 2018 door close. And it really gives me the sign that I truly feel that whatever was in 2018 that does not serve your highest good, you need to close the door on that. Excuse me. Because we are going towards our purpose. We're here for a much bigger purpose and more than you guys think you are. Yeah? So when we're kind of like, oh, you know, do you know how some years we go, oh, in 2018 or, 16 or 15, I did this then, and kind of bringing that baggage into 2016 or 2017. No, that's not going to happen this time around. And obviously it comes down to your conscious thinking as well as your internal process, which is the emotional state, which is obviously healing, right? I truly feel that right now you have this choice, and you have this choice that are you going to keep holding on to things that just do not serve you anymore? We're in a new year soon, guys. This is your chance to let go of all that doesn't serve you. And if you keep holding on to like things that have a breakup maybe in February, or something that happened in July or something that you truly feel it doesn't serve you anymore, you need to let that go. Let that stay in 2018 and work on healing on that in 2019. I feel like it's not about bringing the wound into 2019. It's about addressing the wound, letting it go, and moving fresh into 2019. Now, you would question, well, you can't just let go of something. Say something happened very traumatic. How can you just like say that and then you can't just forget about it? How's that healing? And I agree, because I'm a very big wound healer and I love to dissect and work through wounds and past lives and all that stuff and self-love. However, they're kind of telling me now that you've got this choice whether you want to keep lingering those emotions and those kind of those feelings that, if you don't make it this choice, if you're going to heal from it or release it or forgive it, then it's kind of not going to go anywhere. And that's where I kind of feel like we're at. It's like, if you're still holding on to something that you've got to probably heal from, you kind of like still holding on to it emotionally and kind of like, you're just not really doing anything about it. And sometimes it depends on the situation. Sometimes we're not ready to absolutely heal from something right now. But I feel like it's like the lingering energy. So it's more of a linger rather than a wound, because the wounds do flare up all the time. So these lingering energies that you're going through at the moment, are you going to bring them into 2019? Because I feel like you've got to shut the door for that, yeah? It's not about ignoring, it's about acknowledging, releasing, forgiving, and moving on. And that's what healing is, guys. It's not this like secret where you need to like do all this like crazy stuff. It's simple, but it's hard on the emotional side, yeah? So this is part of your purpose. We're here for purpose, yeah? We're here to grow. And it's kind of about understanding your soul through unraveling as well as asking as well as connecting. Yeah, so make sure we have confidence, yeah, the next 4 weeks. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in these, I suppose, standing up for your emotional balance, standing up for the person that you are, and kind of addressing things, because sometimes that takes a lot of confidence to do that, yeah? So I'm kind of seeing now a chapter being closed, and it really gives me the sign that 2019 is so much more bigger and brighter and energizing than 2018 was. 18 was kind of for me personally at least, it was quite like a shadow year, yeah? Addressing shadow, addressing wounds, going, dissecting every single little thing. And now I feel like a lightness. I'm seeing the sun come out. It's like 2019 is like, yeah, you've done the work, here's kind of the reward for it, yeah? So I hope that resonate with you as well. And knowing that I feel like if anyone's going to watch this, they're going through the same sort of like, I suppose the same sort of wave, right? I feel like next year is going to be much more prettier for us, yeah? This year was kind of like that doomy day where it's a bit cloudy, but it had like little sunshine, just little bits, you know, here and there. But this year, or you know, the next 4 weeks, we're moving into a new energy. We're moving into our purpose, and we're going in there freaking confidently. Yeah, we're going in there with confidence. We're going in there without, you know, I keep saying the King of Swords, you know, we're confident. We're walking in, we're doing the masculine work, but we're also inner feminine. Yeah, so I really hope this has resonated with someone in some way. In the next couple of days, I will be doing a video on 2018, the energy and the way I sort of worked through. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. I do like to do a couple of vlogs, also lots of chats, and obviously readings on the new moon and full moon. I have a sisterhood that's only free trial for all women to really have a look to if you wanted to heal wounds or past life karma or self-love or anything that's coming up for you. I cover it all. So yeah, hopefully you guys resonate with this. If you did, as I said, give it a thumbs up or comment below something you're really excited about in the next 4 weeks. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much and namaste.